All right, thanks, Tony. Tonight, the Target 12 investigators are once again tracking your money.
We go district by district, revealing how much is being spent on travel by school departments, from a conference in China to a pricey dinner at a high-end steakhouse.
You may be surprised to learn how much school officials spent and where. Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with the exclusive details.
As you can imagine, costs vary widely by district, but of the school departments that responded to our request, we find that more than $600,000 in local and federal tax dollars was spent on travel in 2012. Tucked away in the woods of West Greenwich, the Whispering Pines Conference Center, apparently the perfect setting for a retreat for the Lincoln School Department. According to records and receipts reviewed by Target 12, 16 administrators attended a two-day conference for an administrative staff retreat. Even though Lincoln is just a 30-minute ride from West Greenwich, the $5,000 bill, paid for with school district funds, included $2,400 in hotel room fees to stay overnight. Lincoln school officials telling Target 12 in an email they needed the rooms because the retreat is very intensive. District by district, Target 12 requested travel records for trips, conferences, and catering paid for with taxpayer dollars in 2012. 34 districts provided the data. As you'd expect, the larger the district, the larger the bill. Providence spent $179,000 in 2012, Pawtucket $66,000, and Cranston spent $51,000. Combing through the receipts, some figures stand out. Pawtucket, for example, spent $2,800 at restaurants last year. Barrington, $5,100, mostly on catering. And Providence dropped $51,000 at restaurants and catering. Check out this one conference in Indianapolis, for example. Providence Superintendent Susan Lucy charged a $200 dinner at a high-end steakhouse to taxpayers. The bill included a $42 filet and 2 steaks totaling $75, paid for with district money. Another trip. This receipt shows a $43 piece of lamb and 2 more steaks totaling $76. Smithfield used district money to send a principal to the most exotic location we could find, China. The cost, $1,500. Is that money well spent? Dr. Timothy Ryan is the head of Rhode Island Superintendents Association.
I do know that Smithfield has been a really innovative district. Their work with the Confucius Institute that promotes Chinese language, culture, and exchange.
Ryan says schools used to spend more on travel than they do now.
I think we had 7 superintendents at the national conference. 15 years ago, 10 years ago, we probably would have had 15, 20.
Several districts claim they didn't spend a dime on travel last year, including East Providence and North Smithfield.
And by getting out, by doing this travel, I think it's an important professional development tool.
Now, Ryan points out many of the districts pay for these trips using federal grants. Those grants, of course, are funded with federal tax dollars. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
Investigation continues online. WPRI.com reporter Dan McGowan has more on where school officials traveled.
Plus, use our interactive map to find out how much your district spent on conferences, airfare, and restaurants in 2012. It's all online at foxprovidence.com.